Alright, sorry. Well, that was a little chaotic because I still had to fix everything that I had to do earlier. Or that I had tried to do earlier when doing the restream, and all of a sudden, everything was messy. Either way, it looks like I finally got it all figured out. Now I just need to realign the champion portraits, I just remembered. So you go up there, that looks okay, you move there, you move there, and you have to change with Kassadin. Okay, guys, we've made it, finally. 2.5 minutes into the game, nothing much has happened yet. Junglers moving across the map towards opposite sides. Jarvan walking up top, and Lee Sin walking down towards bot. If I'm lagging a little bit, just give it a minute. That's actually my PC. It's having some issues trying to get all this encoding done right at the moment. I hope that'll resolve itself and it'll stop doing that. It's not the stream, it's actually the game itself being running at low FPS, but it should get better the longer it keeps going. Either way, first couple of minutes, Aurelia getting bullied quite heavily. 6-14 in CS right now. Not lost too much HP yet, but kind of maneuvering herself to the front because Jarvan is around the corner. The red buff. After that, stun onto Renekton. Renekton taking a lot of damage. Returns some onto Jarvan, but it's going to be extremely hard for him to try and get out of this. Tries to juke back and forth. Needed that dash. Flashes that late and then just goes down to the red buff burn anyway. Definitely a misplay there from Renekton. He should have either flashed way earlier or not at all. Save that for the next time. Either way, that is going to be first blood over to Reason Gaming. Here this early in the game, Kog'Maw taking a lot of damage. The exhaust was down onto Tristana. They're going to get the Braum stun, and with that ignite on, that heal from Kog'Maw does nothing. Second kill of the game already coming down in the bot lane. At least Lee Sin returns one in mid after Kassadin goes down. So, after only 4 minutes into this game, it's 3-1 out of nowhere. Instantly the explosion. Because I'm alone, of course, we can just jump back 30 seconds and try and watch that mid exchange once more. I have to jump it back another 30 seconds. That lets us watch mid. We see Lulu already pretty far forward. Lee Sin coming around from a little bit above. Gets hit. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see this. Glitterlance manages to get the ignite down, then flashes forward with that last auto hit. Gets the kill. Lee Sin finishes Lulu off. And meanwhile, Dance in the bot lane. We knew what happened there. So, 3-1. Only 4 minutes, and it gives Reason Gaming 400 gold advantage this early in the game. And Lulu, luckily, after backing off, already buying that Chalice of Harmony, more mana, more magic resist against Kassadin, who's only been able to pick up a Doran's Ring, a ward, and some health potions. Definitely a very nice advantage here for Reason Gaming this early in the game. And Tristana, they're not backing off. I thought they were going to back, but I guess they decide they want one more wave because it's a siege minion one. Don't just want to give that up. Doesn't mean that it's kind of dangerous, though. They haven't gotten the siege minion yet. And if that Aqua Prison had landed there, it could have been a very dangerous situation for them. And in the end, they have to back off before getting that siege. Anyway, Braum, Aqua Prison doesn't quite connect with Tristana. Delays his own back in order to ensure that Triss gets back safely. Does mean, of course, that he will also be back to lane a little bit late. Now, Jarvan in the mid lane Gets the knock-up down, and that is a lot of damage on a Kassadin. The Glitter Lance lands as well. The Spell Shield is on. That's not going to be enough. Mouse take fun. Takes the fun out of yet another player. Takes down the Kassadin. Last round he was Kassadin and dominated the opponent's Fizz. This time around, he's Lulu, and already 2-1 after only 5.5 minutes. Very good quick start here. With a lot of gold over to Reason Gaming. How will they continue? Lulu shoved that wave in mid lane, recalls, buys herself some nice things. A second Dorn's Ring, for example. 2 wards even. And some health potions. That Aqua Prison nicely blocked by Braum. Of course, that's really the good thing about the Unbreakable. You just stand in between the Aqua Prison and its target, and you soak it all up. That is exactly what you need to do. And one of the reasons why so few people play Nami into a Braum, because it's so hard to land your stuff. Same goes for the tidal wave later on. Braum just needs to manage to get in between that with the Unbreakable, and it's gone. It really hurts when that happens. 6.5 minutes in, we've seen 5 kills happen, but the CS are virtually equal everywhere. I mean, Lee Sin's a little bit ahead, Aurelia's a bit ahead. None of that is major mid lane. Only 4 between the two. Bottom lane, dead on even. So, nothing much happening so far. Well, I say nothing much happening, except for 4 kills already going down. But right now, they're calming down. They're just farming for a little bit, seeing where they can get the next advantage from. Nice Aqua Prison right as Tristana tries to jump. This could be the kill. Kog'Maw does pick it up in the end. The exhaust is still down onto Braum. They want another kill. Libic, can you still get out of this one? Does have a flash ready for himself, so he would be able to save himself anyway. The last Aqua Prison does not quite connect anyway. Kog'Maw, what are you doing? Takes 2 tower hits for absolutely free. And now with Jarvan coming down in the spot lane, Braum can be very far forward. There's a flag and drag. Jarvan is still very, very fast. Flash and the Q. No, not even, because Kog'Maw jumps backwards, wants to pick up the kill. Onto Braum, he does manage to get it. No, actually, it's Nami that secures that one in the end. Kog'Maw goes down, but at least they trade that 1-for-1. Well done by the side of eStar, getting some gold back for themselves. And in such a crucial lane as well, Kog'Maw needs to get some gold in order to try and get rolling. Kill and an assist is exactly what can help you do that. Picks up the Phage. Go. Mid lane once again going at it. Kassadin finally level 6, so he does have that Rift Walk, but if you look at his items, he's only got that Ruby Crystal compared to the completed Chalice and another Dorn's Ring on Lulu. Definitely quite a ways behind. Renekton needs a tower hit for his harassed troubles, but Lee Sin is sitting around the corner. They want to make that kill worthwhile. Renekton with that Dominus will be able to jump underneath the tower and tank it for a very long time, especially with the Lee Sin shield on top of that. It looks like Aurelia's smells it. Spidey sense is on there. Will recall, and that keeps her completely safe. Lee Sin went back as well. Now the teleport back into the lane. She's got her Phage completed as well, so that's a very nice start for most of the members on Reason Gaming. They've got a lot of items they already want them. Look at that trade onto Tristana. She's not having the best of times right now. Kog'Maw here, coming up very strong. It's the first time we've seen him today. Generally, I'm not 100% certain. No, not all of them have been Tristana versus Lucian. Once we had a misfortune against Lucian as well. But right now, Trist is taking so much punishment. Has to use the rocket jump to get away from that once again. And so difficult to try and fight that Kog'Maw Nami. They've got so much sustain and so much damage at such a long range. It's incredibly hard for Makler and Libic to actually try and get in there, especially with Braum not being able to wave clear. They're just getting pushed back underneath the turret, and Kog'Maw just gets such a power spike at level 6 when he's able to poke at such a huge range. It's just sit back there comfortably, not take any risks, and still do incredible amounts of damage to the opposition. Now Lulu wants this kill in mid lane, but Lee Sin was around for the heal. Doesn't matter because the proxy Glitter Lance gets the kill after the flash. Now bot lane, Jarvan is here. Good flash from Kog'Maw, gets him out of the Cataclysm. That means he is going to stay alive, because of course in the backline there was a teleport from Renekton. Jarvan getting taken out here, and very nice return. Lulu was taken out by Lee Sin once again after killing Kassadin. So Lulu 3-2-0, but this means that Dragon certainly going to go over through the side of eStar here. Nice move. Kassadin teleports up to top to defend that lane against Aurelia, so they're not even going to be able to trade the turrets. That's the advantage if you have 2 teleports on your team. Very nicely done. Oh yeah, my overlay is wrong. I apologize, because I took it off earlier when we had the restream thing. Let me fix that. Grand final. There you go. See? Go. As long as you tell me in the chat, I can fix any and all issues as soon as possible. Either way, back into the game. Seen a lot of action already. 11 kills on the board after 11 minutes. Tristana not having a good time so far. She's still keeping up in CS, which is really important, and she's picked up the Avarice Blade because she knows that she's currently really far down on the opposition and that it might not get any better during the next couple of minutes. She's trying to balance out that gold disadvantage that she has compared to Kog'Maw with those 2 kills on him already. Lulu once again fighting against that Kassadin. With Nami coming in, this could be the first time that Kassadin by himself out-duels Nami. Not, out-duels Lulu, I mean. Not good enough. 81 CS up top, Aurelia 15 up. Of course, Renekton did teleport down for the Dragon. That is where that CS lead comes from. Then, why are they tagged as RG on the EpicGear Cup tournament? I just took what they had in the EpicGear Cup, but then I'll just take the N out. Doesn't hurt me any. Here we go. Jarvan back in mid. They want this Kassadin this time, but of course with that Rift Walk, you can't really use a Cataclysm off the bat. You have to wait until he uses it, then put it down. Kassadin didn't have the flash, so this time around it works. Here the Glacial Fissure goes down onto Kog'Maw. That means the disengage. Everyone backs off a little bit. Still a dangerous situation. Kog'Maw could just, or will just poke them down for quite a while. And then the engage can come at any time when Nami manages to land an Aqua Prison. Lulu making her way down to the bottom lane. She should know that she was spotted by Pink Ward, but she wants to make it happen anyway. Flash Winter's Bite onto Kog'Maw. Is that going to be enough? The Glitter lands, but so does the Aqua Prison. Rom tanking up the turret. Is that really what you want to do against a Kog'Maw who can kill you at such long range? Nice attempt at a roam there by Lulu, but it's not going to be good enough. And Kassadin is down there as well. So this could still turn very, very ugly for Reason Gaming. Lulu took out at least one Pink Ward. And now has to back off or risk getting caught. She's trying to go underneath that turret once again, but this time around Kassadin's there. The Wild Growth is used. Nice dodge off the Aqua Prison. That should keep Lulu completely safe, and she's moving back in, puts down some damage onto Kassadin. Lulu's still winning out that lane, but if you look at the late game scalings from a Kassadin, it's still quite nice. She still has so many options to just come back, or Kassadin still has so many options to just come back with a single kill or 2, and with that Rod of Ages, he's going to stack up towards the late game as well. Makes him even stronger. They need that Aurelia up on top to get really far behind. Now another Winter's Bite down onto Kog'Maw. Here comes Lee Sin though. Is it going to be early enough? No, it is not. But it's most likely going to be able to return the kill. The Cathian Surprise takes Tristana out despite the heal. And now Braum is going to meet his death as well. Tries to do some fancy plays jumping back and forth. But Lee Sin in the right place at the right time once again and picks up another kill for himself. 3-0-1. Definitely a playmaker on his team, together with that Kog'Maw 3-3-1. Just not focused as much yet. 8-7 on the scoreboard. Still 900 gold advantage for Reason Gaming. Most of that in that mid lane. That can quickly turn around once Kog'Maw starts trashing them in the mid game team fights. Kog'Maw definitely does have the potential to just rip people to shreds in no time whatsoever. It's going to be up to Lulu to polymorph him at the right time, to use the Wild Growth to keep someone alive. All that. And it's going to be up to Jarvan to jump way into the backline and get that Kog'Maw into the Cataclysm, put on a lot of pressure, force him to use that flash, the heal, jump out of the fight instead of staying in it and shredding everything in his sights. Now, another gank up top. They want the Renekton. Good flash away from the Flag and Drag. Gets him to safety. Here's the Cataclysm. He doesn't have anything left. No dash. No flash. And that means kill for Jarvan. 3-1 and 2. The junglers here making a huge impact. And I like what he's doing. Getting that early Hex Stringer. Trying to mitigate the AP damage. I also think he should get a Locket very early on in this game to mitigate the AP damage from the entirety of the opposing team towards the mid and late game, because Renekton does a lot of AP damage with his ultimate. That's all magic damage. And then Kog'Maw does a huge amount of mixed damage as well. So I think a Locket of the Iron Solari could benefit them greatly. However, he should still try to get a little bit of HP or armor first, because otherwise the regular damage of Kog'Maw and Lee Sin will just rip through him. And Renekton as well. Renekton's going for a dueling build, trying to go for that Ravenous Hydra. Push efficiently against Aurelia. Not quite sure whether that will work out yet, because Aurelia gets so scary once she has that Trinity Force done, maybe a Blade on top of that. So it's going to be hard, but it could just work. It's a good pink ward down there in the river. So many pink wards down by eStar, and that's going to keep them safe from this gank, but the Glacial Fissure is already down. 4 members down here. Nami, you're dead. Good move by Reason Gaming, and they want this dragon that just spawned. So they've taken down the enemy support. Now all they need to do is clear out all these wards that are all over the place, and then they can move on to the dragon. Lee Sin is around. Kassadin is pushing that mid lane. Outer turret wants to take that down as soon as possible, and he might still be able to do that. In that case, it would be a tower for a dragon, but Lee Sin might still be looking for the steal here. He's coming around the side. That ward is killed. It's still very, very risky. Top laners both have teleport, but each can interrupt the other. So I'm not sure if they're actually going to go for it. And these wards just always go down as soon as they're placed. They need to finish this dragon now. They've been stalling for so long that Kassadin has moved up to the top lane. They're going to pick up Aurelia if that goes on any longer. Here, that's at least the kill, and Lee Sin, the flash not quite reaching. They pick up a kill here. Can they also get Kog'Maw? Kog'Maw, what are you doing? Oh my god! He takes down Tristana. He's most likely going to go down himself for that one. Lulu takes that kill, but at least they got 1 kill in return, because up top, Aurelia made it out safely. Now they want to tower dive, but with the exhaust, Jarvan almost went down. The wild growth in the end saves him. Lulu dies, picks up another kill on that Nami, and at the end of everything, that's a 7-2-1 Nami. What plays here from Takefun, and in the end, the teleport from Aurelia is in time to save that turret. Can she get the kill as well? She's onto Renekton. Still trying to take him down. A couple more hits are going to be needed. She doesn't have her ultimate, but she might just decide to tower dive. Nope, does not. Good choice. Has that Trinity Force done, though. So she's definitely a force to be reckoned with now. Almost 18.5 minutes into the game, we can take stock of the situation. It's currently a 1-0 turret score in favor of Reason Gaming, but that's not going to last for long. Right now, Aurelia in the enemy jungle might just get herself caught, because Lee Sin is right there. The ultimate coming out, and Lee Sin taking so much damage, almost dead. That Dragon's Rage kick just in time. Now Kassadin is around. Wants a slice of that cake. Not gonna work in the end. Lee Sin with very low HP trying to back off. This could just mean that the blue buff is gone, because Jarvan wants Kassadin. And here is Aurelia once again up top. Lulu moving over there as well. Did leave Kog'Maw down in the bottom lane for a very long time, because Tristana started moving. That was definitely a mistake. Tristana should have stayed down in that bottom lane, because they're pretty much losing that turret now. That makes it 2-1 in towers. They lost the middle outer as well, and Reason Gaming have given up a lot of global gold with that in these last 3 minutes. Aurelia dueling Renekton once again. As long as she gets that stun down, she wins easily. Even after that, not doing too badly. Nami with the tidal wave in the mid lane tried to make something happen. Not too much actually followed up, and because of that, it's only top lane that gets a kill. Kog'Maw still hovering around the bottom side. Thought about moving up there. Could catch out Tristana here from the backside. He's so strong. Got that Trinity Force compared to only the Static Shiv and a pickaxe on Tristana. But Lulu is moving down. If she can get there in time, this could actually start getting very dangerous for Kog'Maw. The top outer turret will fall shortly, so we don't have to worry about that one too much. But here goes Lulu underneath the tower. Has to be careful. Lee Sin is around. Tagged her with the Sonic Wave. Braum way behind enemy lines. He needs help trying to get out of there, or he will just go down. Nicely done. Gets over the wall with his flash, and then The Lee Sin kick just gets him farther away. Everyone disengages. Kassadin still chasing. Does he really want this? He's very far ahead of his team. Good damage onto Lulu. The Glitterland's back though. The situation is not over yet because after this, eStar could push onto this bottom inner turret and try to get in there. Doesn't look like they will. They want the blue buff back. Too late. Lulu already picked that up. And Tristana even gets the Wraith. So everything goes right for Reason Gaming on this one. Aurelia once again wants to take out Renekton. The ultimate coming out. Renekton doesn't have his this time, so that should mean that Aurelia gets a kill. Good stun, the flash over the wall. Renekton still had that one up, but Aurelia not giving up. Puts down the ward. Oh, Tristana, you're dead. Oh my god, that flash just in time. Gets her out of Lee Sin reach. It saves her from certain death. But this bottom inner turret, under heavy, heavy pressure from eStar here. Not sure if they can still save that. Actually, Jarvan goes in with the Cataclysm right away. There's Braum. That's going to be one kill onto Nami. Can they get Lee Sin? Lulu's rushing out there. She does so much damage. 8, 2, and 1 Death Cap, Athene's Unholy Grail, and Sorcerer's Shoes. So she's not someone you should be messing with. Kassadin at least finished up the Rod of Ages and has a Blasting Wand in his inventory right now as well. So he's stacking up, but it's still going to take quite a while for him to reach maximum power. Really, where the threat, the main threat on eStar is that bottom lane. That Kog'Maw that is 4-4 and 1 has that Trinity Force completed. He is so scared, so much damage. It is not someone you can easily duel with. Everyone backs off and is safe for now. 22 minutes in, 15-8 in kills, 4,000, bit more than 4,000 gold in favor of Reason Gaming. Still doing everything they can in order to keep the opposition small in order to try and take them out here. Static Shiv compared to the Trinity Force and the Bilgewater Cutlass now on the 80 carries. That's even worse for Tristana. Kog'Maw pulling farther and farther ahead. Whereas Nami is trying to get that Mikhail's Crucible as soon as she can. Bottom outer turret goes down, that puts it at 3-2, but look at the damage Kog'Maw does with a single auto hit. That ultimate hit would have been even more. And Jarvan is looking towards top. So is Kassadin. This is going to be a 2 versus 2 with top laner and jungler against mid laner and top laner. So it's very risky. Aurelia and Renekton trade places by dashing. Here goes Jarvan, and Kassadin sitting on the outside of the fight. Doesn't really dare go in there because Renekton just gets annihilated by Aurelia. She is so strong. Gets that stinger after the Trinity Force, and Renekton is not tanky. All he has is that Ravenous Hydra. I mean, what is he hoping to achieve with that build against a duelist like Aurelia? She will just annihilate him any day of the week when he does fight against her, and we've seen it several times in a row now. There's not much he can do against her. Tristana still sitting down in that bottom lane. One thing she's done really, really well is keep up at CS. Right now, Aurelia still pushing this top lane. 3 men coming for her, but she's taken out almost the entire inner turret. She's prepared to sacrifice her life for that. Can she still manage one more hit? No, she can't! The tower survives with basically no HP. Meanwhile, Kog'Maw in a little bit of trouble, has to flash over the wall, but it is going to be the dragon for Reason Gaming as well. Aurelia providing such a beautiful distraction, and that's the power of an Aurelia that sits up in top lane, shoves all day, and then pulls people towards her, and almost almost gets the tower. Jarvan's still on dragon, he's still alone. Kassadin teleported down there. This could be bad. So did Renekton. They get the dragon, but they have to survive this next team fight now as well. Kassadin into the dragon pit. Thought there was only Tristana, but in the end, there are 3 other members from Reason Gaming that had just picked up the dragon all of a sudden. And he goes down. And we see back here Kog'Maw trying to run away, gets caught by the Winter Spite. Here's a beautiful Cataclysm catching 3 members in there, but not enough follow-up right away. Tristana goes down, and that's a 1 for 2 actually. The Cathian Surprise could still come down. Lulu in the backside. Here's Aurelia finally to save the day. It is now a 3 versus 3, but Lulu is so incredibly powerful. Lee Sin manages to get out of the fight. Here's the passive proc onto Yumeros, and he's most likely going to go down. Aurelia's killed Nami, but in the backside, Braum goes down because Renekton came back for more partying. Lulu now has to try and walk away from this one. Does manage after Aurelia gets a double kill. Aurelia still wants more, is not satisfied. Once Lee Sin has to back off. There's a Kassadin incoming. She has to know that the death timers are not long enough for such escapades yet. In the end, Aurelia is a massive beast, and Lulu with the wild growth keeps everyone alive even longer and is so strong herself. Aurelia overstayed her welcome. Can she still get Lee Sin? Yes, she can! Although I think that Cassidy will just take her out. But look at this damage. Aurelia, no way will you... Oh my god, that was close. That was so ridiculous. Cassidy almost going down there. It was almost a 1 versus 2. Absolutely ridiculous. That's what a Trinity Force plus Zephyr does for you. A lot of tenacity, a lot of attack speed, and movement speed, and now with the Giant's Belt, she's going to be even tankier next time around. Tristana, she doesn't have all the kills that Kog'Maw has, but she's slowly but surely just pulling ahead in CS because she's constantly sat down in that bottom lane, and now she's moving a little bit across the map, picking up more advantages wherever she can, and just bringing her own team ahead, keeping her own team ahead. This top tower was already basically down. 1 auto hit from Tristana secures it, and that puts it at 5-2 in turns. The gold lead just increasing rapidly. Renekton right now getting caught out. Look at that, 2/3 of his HP from such a tanky member in basically half a second. That means his top inhibitor tower is under dire threat because Renekton had to go back and heal. Down to Kog'Maw to try and defend this. Jarvan gets kicked backwards. That is huge. Good Cataclysm onto Lee Sin still, and he made it out of everything with the flash afterwards. Beautiful play here from Sayu after getting caught in the first place. Very, very close. Connecting, looking, could go forward, and he does get stunned up by the Braum passive this time. Gets taken out. Now it's a 5 versus 4. That is Baron. That should be Baron anyway for Reason Gaming. They're moving up there. They have, they should know that there are no wards around there. eStar didn't have a chance to go up here in forever and a day just because they were caught around the middle and bottom lane. Bot lane, speaking of which, is pushing heavily towards Reason Gaming, so they can't spend too much time here, but they're not planning to anyway. Look, Baron goes down so fast, it is already pretty much dead. Here it goes, Reason Gaming pick it up. Now they want the fight afterwards. Cassidy managed to let the Braum passive drop off, and that probably means that nobody will die. Braum is still chasing, now with the help of the rest of his team, and that could be a siege on the top inhibitor turret once again. But in the end, they decide to back off. They've gotten Baron. They don't want to risk anything just because they fight with low HP bars. Instead, they go back, buy once, and now they're powerful. Now they're even stronger. Tristana, Infinity Edge, Static Shiv, and the Bulgewater Cutlass suddenly reaching a huge power spike. Lulu, Death Cap, Athene's Unholy Grail, Void Staff, and another Sheen. So she's really comfortable in her position right now as well. Everyone moving out here. That's another blue buff for Lulu. She's going to be able to spam abilities even more. And now, Reason Gaming setting up for another slow push down here in the bottom lane. Aurelia moving to deal with Renekton though. He's tried to put on pressure in the top lane, but I mean, he pushes out the lane and runs away just because he's got 0 survivability whatsoever. At least he got that turret because it was already pretty much dead. Only a matter of time until that died. Look at this trap. Oh, they can do it. Oh, that was a good pickup by Kog'Maw. I love this. He gets himself the blue trinket, scouts that bush, saves his teammate from certain death because that would have been at least 1 kill for Reason Gaming. Now the spot lane under heavy pressure. Tristana and Braum already there. Here's the defensive force. 4 members from eStar are showing up to try and defend this. Lulu with the Glitter Lance doing some nice damage. What is going to happen next? Look at Nami getting chunked out of nowhere. So low already, and Aurelia isn't even there. She doesn't have a teleport either. She's just shoving down that top lane, and as soon as she gets to the base, someone from eStar has to react. That inhibitor turret has not regenerated all the HP yet, so it's basically already started. And the rest of Reason Gaming can just keep sitting down here. They don't need to worry about top lane because Aurelia is there, and they should be strong enough to fight even against this engage. Beautiful Glacial Fissure from Braum made all that count, and they're 4v5, and they're just going to rip the enemy team to shreds. eStar has nothing to say about this one. Tristana takes out Cassidy, jumps outside of the tower range. That's another kill here. Kog'Maw going down. That's Jarvan taking out Nami. Tristana taking out Lee Sin, and that should, or could, actually be the game. Clean ace with more than 25 seconds on the death timers. This top inhib going down. They're still tanky enough. They're still healthy enough. Aurelia has full HP. Lulu still has a lot of her own. That's going to be the first Nexus Tower. It is GG. Well played after such an explosive fight down in the bottom lane. After about 30 minutes in the grand final of the EpicGear Cup number 13. GG well played to both of these teams. What a finish to today's games. Reason Gaming take it all. They deserve the €250 euro winner takes it all cash prize, and we'll be back next week with another EpicGear Cup. That's going to be number 14, although I myself sadly will not be streaming that one because I will be out of town sailing. However, the week after that I'll be here, and then there's Gamescom, and after Gamescom I'm really hoping I get skin codes there, because then I can do a giveaway for everyone that stays here on the stream and watches. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow the stream to see when I'm back up, and of course in 2 weeks then, or 3, after Gamescom, tune in, because I hope I'll have a giveaway for whoever's here. Yeah, GG well played to all the teams. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a follow, and if you didn't, tell me why, because I'm always looking to improve and get better at what I'm doing here. Either way, I'll see you next time. Enjoy.